Greetings! I am not Mac for a day, but you can call me that anyway. This is part 6 in my series of building the vehicles in No Man's Sky. So in my last video, we had some very juicy storyline details at a monolith, and after rewatching the video, I discovered that I was not given anything after that little text interface. So now I will talk to the NPC and get whatever is next. I thank you, traveler. For this they called the followers of Null heretics? Gra! With this discovery you have vindicated the actions of a thousand martyrs, traveler. You deserve your reward. You deserve the Colossus, the largest exocraft in my arsenal. Use it and strike terror upon your enemies. The technician gives me the Colossus geobay schematic. The Viking believe that their ancestor Herc received wisdom from a great monolith, initiating a war against the Sentinels and slaying now the objector. The monolith I discovered proves that this history is a lie. Null was honored with a vision whilst Herc had been met with only silence, and in its jealousy Herc murdered Null. Yet I am left with questions. I am left thinking of the creature I felt watching me. I am left with dread. Accept the blueprint. You take the blueprint, thanking the technician for all they have done. New building part learned. Oh, forgot to look what it takes to build it. I think there's something I don't have. Oh, power gel. That's easy. I know I have enough antrium for the voltaic cells, so I just need some power gel. Actually, no, I have the materials needed to make power gel, so it'll let me build it already. See if I can rotate it this time. No? How do you rotate? Huh? Oh! Still couldn't get it to rotate. Oh well. This will work. So now I have this exocraft. We gotta get in it first. Gigantic tank exocraft. So let's see. Oh, it's got 24 inventory slots. It comes with the mining laser, which is nice. I want to see how it does in water. Does it drive along the bottom of the water? Probably. It'd be cool if it could float in water, but I think only the lightning nomad can do that. We shall see. And this thing seems like it would be really difficult to maneuver underwater, but oh well. Hopefully it'll sink faster in water. Wonder if this thing can drive through trees. Let's see. Oh man. Camera, nope, can't go through trees. Camera view for this is awkward. Is there any way to zoom out? I saw people on Reddit complaining that it would be nice to be able to zoom out with this. Ah, man. That is really difficult. See if I can destroy a tree from here. Jeez, I can't even see what I'm shooting at. Yeah, they're definitely going to have to fix the camera angle on this thing. Pretty bad. Destroying a tree. There we go. Let's see how it handles in water. Yep, it sinks in water, as I suspected. Man, they gotta make some way to zoom out in this thing. This is gonna be horrible driving around in. Oh well. It's mainly when you go downhill, I think, that it looks really bad. It's not as bad going uphill. Wow, it's really slow. Really slow underwater. Definitely not built for underwater travel. This is more the mining exocraft. Well, come on. Get out of the water. Okay. Okay, let's get back up there and see what's next. It's definitely like driving a tank. It's super slow. Okay. Let's see what's next. I have transmitted Null's testament to my brethren, traveler. What you have learned this day will spread amongst the Viking. It will change our people for the better, Gra, and if violence is required, so be it. You are not as pathetic as I once believed. You are no longer interloper. You are one of us. Now until the end of time itself, enthroned in the glory of the colossus. The technician waits anxiously to see my colossus exocraft in its full glory. I watch as they forge an upgrade for my exocraft mining laser, surrounded by schematics and charts. They could have departed upon my discovery of the monolith. Their heresy is now truth, and although there are those among the Viking who will still pursue them, the cultists of Null will find themselves with new power in this galaxy. Yet still the technician has remained, promising to assist me as I assisted them, until such time as I no longer require their services. I have built the Colossus Geobay. Bra. Then why do you stand here, traveler? Go, subjugate the world with its power. Here is a vehicle laser upgrade. Yay. So that's my first laser upgrade. I'd kind of like to put all the upgrades into one vehicle to start off. Then I'm going to try putting in this first. And get rid of this stuff. Increases power of exocraft mining laser. Forgive me, traveler, I am tired. I have almost exhausted the limits of my work, but soon you shall have mastery of this planet's signals and the speed with which you reach any threat. I require only sufficient nanite clusters to build the final blueprints. Gra, the This employment has been one of glory. The technician requires more nanite clusters to create an upgrade for my exocraft signal booster. Something is wrong. Some time ago I saw the Viking with an image of their family, before they performed some ritual to erase such attachments from their mind. As I approach now, I see that same image. The technician stares at it, blinking for a few moments with an empty expression. When it notices me, it removes the photograph from display. We do not speak of it again. I do not wish to awaken its pain. I have the nanite clusters. Technician uses the nanites to create their final exocraft signal booster blueprint. So now I have more exocraft signal booster. That's cool. I think I can go ahead and build that. There's not going to be any inventory space in this one if I keep putting stuff in it, but oh well. I just want to see how well it performs with all of the upgrades in it. Eventually I'll reconfigure everything in the different vehicles, but for now I just need 4 carite sheets. I have space for that. Oh, okay, let's see what we can scan with the signal booster now. Okay, so we were already able to scan for depots, resources, drop pods, abandoned, structures. Ooh, now we can scan for ruins and alien structures. Nice. You've never been able to scan for ruins without using an observatory, so that's pretty awesome. And we used to be able to scan for monoliths, but they took that out for a while, but now we have it again. That's good. So, go ahead and see what he wants me to do next, if anything. Sounded like that was the final one, but maybe there's something else? Here, traveler, you have constructed a nomad exocraft. The final acceleration module shall be yours. Our work is concluded, but every end is a beginning. I am too weak to travel as I once did, too tired to continue my pilgrimage. With your leave, I shall remain here to stand by your side against your enemies. Gra, woe betide those who would transgress against us. The technician has a final reward, an acceleration module upgrade for my nomad exocraft. Once I have constructed its geobay. There are few in my travels that I have grown to understand as individuals, but this Viking has shown me purposes, secrets I did not know existed in this universe. They have shown me the promise of a different future, of a time of strife and glory. The technician has struggled their entire life to achieve their goal of finding Nal's testament. What I head towards, I do not know. The acceleration module upgrade is now yours. Okay, got another one of those. I'm gonna need 4 carite sheets again. No, 3. Okay, so I'll try that out real quick. Ooh, yeah, that's a lot longer boost. That's cool. Definitely a noticeable difference with both of them, both of the upgrades installed. I bet if I made them all adjacent, it would be even faster. Okay. Let's see what else. Traveler, I have detected a location of monetary interest. Go that you may hone your control of the exocraft. Track the signal down before it disappears, so that we may siphon its units. The technician has hacked a terminal to siphon its units. If I get to the location fast enough, I will be able to transfer the units to my account. They spend their days doing this now, tending to the exocraft and drawing data from interplanetary networks. Sometimes I see them walking out to the planet itself to explore, but such times are rare. The technician is content with this retirement, engaging in its fugitive activity for the pleasure of the chase, no longer for the necessity of survival. So it sounds like this is like some kind of Radiant quest that they added at the end of the vehicle storyline. Lets you get units from it every time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install... Oh, I'm going to get into the Nomad, which I named Ornithopter, by the way. That's another nod to the Dune series. Ornithopter was like a helicopter or plane in Dune. So I'm going to just build the other acceleration module. We just need carrot sheets again. Hopefully I don't run out of iron. See how fast this baby can go now. It didn't highlight them, even though they're adjacent. So I don't know if putting them adjacent gives a boost or not. Oh, so this one gives maneuverability. This one gives an increased boost. Ah, that's interesting. So they add different things. Okay, so I'm going to do this race quest, and I think this may be the end of our series, since I think this is the last quest that you can redo over and over. But let's go ahead and see what it's like. I'll go now. Hurry, Gra. So it's at an observatory. Pretty cool. I can do this racing thing. So I can race whenever I want to get some money. So this is basically the first time they've added a Radiant quest. Radiant quest being basically repeatable quests that are kind of randomized, give you a random location to go to complete some kind of objective. Something that, I'm out of power. Something that players have been asking for, since once you finish the regular objectives that aren't repeatable, there's really not much else to do in the game. So this is the first Radiant quest they've added that you can keep doing over and over, or at least I assume that's how it works. Because the way that guy worded it, the way the text worded it, this is probably a repeatable quest. So hopefully that's going to be a pattern for them. They're going to add more quests and objectives that you can do over and over, traveling to places, getting a reward, and so on. So this will probably be the final video in my vehicle building series, since, unless I discovered that there is some other type of quest that guy gives, but I don't think so. My next videos, which might be a little while before I make them, I'm going to work on configuring my vehicles exactly the way I want them. Then I'm going to start exploring planets using the vehicles, especially since I just heard that they are changing it so that you can build the geobays on any planet you want. They're not tied to your home planets. So hopefully they'll add that really soon to PlayStation 4. Then I can start exploring any planet I want with the vehicles, and getting nanite clusters. That'll be my main focus now, is getting nanite clusters so that I can get all the new other upgrades and stuff. So I'll probably make videos of me exploring planets, collecting nanite clusters. Okay, so I'm going to do this unit thing. Hopefully. See how it works. This terminal spits out an errata in its confusion, siphoning funds from an intergalactic transaction directly into your account. The terminal whirs into action. You leave the terminal. And as you go, you think to yourself how glad you are that the technician something. So I received units. Sweet. Well, I think that's it for this video series. Thank you for joining me for this adventure. I will be back eventually for more exploration fun, and eventually I'll be doing a series on doing survival mode, since there's new accomplishments to be made in survival mode and the new permadeath mode. So that's all things I got coming up for my videos. But I'll see you all later. Thank you for joining me.